Okay, so there's a maintenance routine for all of these air pumps. One important thing is regularly changing the air filter. So I'll go through how to change an air filter on various compressors. High blow HP80. So this top cover comes off. It's got a plus head screw to remove, so let's give this a go. And the top comes off, and this is the air filter. So after this has been used for a while, this can either be cleaned, or after a couple of cleanings you'll need to replace that. They're relatively inexpensive. Back it goes. And that's your HP80 air filter changed. Okay, this is a Fujimac R280. And this one, the lid clips off. Again, this is the filter for a Fujimac. You can clean this a couple of times. Once it can't be cleaned anymore, then you should replace it. Again, relatively inexpensive item. One in. There's an arrow which goes towards the air pipe end of the unit, and then that should just clip on. There, air pump changed, air filter changed. So we have the Seco JDK 80 S model, and this is the same for all the different sizes, up to about 120 litres a second. So this again has got one screw on the top. Okay. Again, this is the filter for the JDK 80. This can be cleaned a couple of times, and once it can't be cleaned anymore, it's easy enough to replace. Pop the new one in, screw it back on. There, ready to go. Mido LA80B. Again, one screw on the top. Okay, it's got some kind of, there's captive nut, interesting. Okay, so this is a filter for the Mido. Again, clean, and if you can't clean it, it needs replacement, easy enough to order. Pop the new one back in. And screw down. There we go. Easy enough. Filter change. We have Charles Austin ET80 air compressor, air blower. So changing the filter on this chap should be as simple as popping off this cover. There we go. There's the air filter. This can be cleaned, and once it can't be cleaned anymore, after a couple of cleanings, you should just buy a new one. They cost a couple of pounds. Pop the new one back in and clip it back on. There we go, air filter changed on a Charles Austin linear air pump ET80.